Except the high-pitched singer sounded kind of like a queer.
And that's a good note to start off. Hello again, everybody. My name is Lehu, and this is the first official review of the Music Corner. Today we're taking a look at Infamous by Abandon All Ships. I'm Alex.
I'm Brian.
I'm Luke.
And I think this is going to be an interesting review because it sounds like you guys have a very drastic, different opinion than I do on this album. So,
what would you give it?
Well, let's get to that at the end. Let's explain my...
All right.
Let's explain my fucking hatred for this album as we go on. But we're looking at Abandon All Ships' second album, signed to Velocity Records through Rise, and they are a Guido Core band, as I like to call them. Now, I'm coining the term Guido Core because what these guys do is they take club and synth beats, a lot that you would hear on a fucking show like Jersey Shore, and mix them into modern metalcore. So, I'm actually going to let you guys go first on this. Because you're going to understand why whenever I go, you guys are going first. So, Luke.
All right. I didn't mind the album as much, although I got the impression that it was like more of the same. Because in this album they use like almost the exact same like synths that they used in the last one. It's the same kind of like structure to the songs. There's like okay. There's like I don't know. None of the songs really like made me go, oh wow, this is like a cool new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stayed the same a lot, and my first listen through, I wasn't like too impressed. I'm like, oh, this is the same thing. They didn't excel in anything too dramatically.
Oh, you guys actually listened to it more than once? I could only get through it once.
No, I mean, it's not
like
August.
August wasn't bad, but it felt like it was like a shitty remake of Louder Than Thunder by Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Like it was
wow,
chill.
I picked up on the same thing.
Yeah. So like that kind of... It was a good interlude, though.
I mean, I picked up on a few minor differences. Angelo, the screamer, his vocals and screams got a tiny bit better.
No, I disagree with
Don't
that.
think so? All right, but I thought so. And then the backup singer, him and like, they're like equal amount of parts now. Like, whereas in Giving, there was a lot more screaming. There's a lot more like clean vocals now.
No, I do agree with that.
That guy did get a little better. Like, they didn't use autotune as much as the previous album, and he was really good live, actually, because I did see them, just to throw that in there. But a lot more, it went a lot more like club route tunes and like try to mix in like hardcore with it.
That kind of goes with how they like put rap inside
God, don't even get me started on that.
What do you guys think of that?
The featured parts
Bullshit.
were horrible. They were not necessary to put in like some like black guy singing like some like rap song.
A-Game.
A-Game?
Yeah. First of all, if you're gonna get rappers, at least get one that's decently known, not a bunch of people that are unknown and have voices like Tyler the fucking Creator. Like,
yeah, that is not a good feature.
no,
Song.
that does bring up one of the main criticisms I do have with it is that they don't do that once, they don't do that twice, they do that 3 fucking times in the whole album, and that's just. It's ridiculous. I don't think that's a good idea. Plus the fact that, we've already said it before, but this album is so generic, it felt like, you guys said, it felt like we were listening to the same thing again.
Yeah. The lyrics and, like, song meanings don't really pop out. They're very
fucking
generic.
awful.
They're not that great.
I felt like with their first album, they were a new band. They're different. Like, you couldn't put their first album like, oh, this is like the exact same thing as like this other artist. And I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. But then with their second album, I'm like, it's kind of disappointing because they didn't keep trying to do new things other than throwing in shitty rap, which
they haven't gone anywhere now.
They didn't ask me about that.
Here's my main problem with Abandon All Ships, and this has been since Giving, is that I feel like they're a band that doesn't know what they want to be. They don't know if they want to be like a club-oriented metal band or if they want to be serious. And when they try to mix those two types of sensibilities in their songs, it just turns out terribly because it sounds like it's muddled and they don't know what they want to do.
Yeah.
They definitely do not have a clear idea of what kind of band or genre they want to fit into.
No, they don't.
They're
And
trying to
that's-
make their own, but it's not working out perfectly.
And even if
Yeah.
you compare them to other types of acts like them, like I know I've talked to Brian about this. There's a band, Skip the Foreplay, who pretty much does the same thing that they do, and they do it 10 times better.
Yeah, they definitely excelled in that category.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that you can't be a metal band and you can't mix like a club type of sensibility with metal. It's been done and it's been done well. I mean, hell, we all love Attack Attack because they started on that idea. So,
Very true.
I mean, is it like that type of sensibility? Is it the most musically like impressive? No, it's guilty pleasure fun. But with something like this, it's just I just think it's so terribly done and not only that, but so unbelievably generic that it made it hard for me to listen to the album. I actually I wasn't really paying attention when I was listening to it. I realized there were 3 songs that went by and I thought they were all the same song.
Yeah, that's a bad sign.
Yeah, they mesh together. It's hard to distinguish between what song is.
That and the themes don't really change that much.
No.
Like, just song to song. I heard like him like saying like some emo shit like 5 times. Just like okay, like one song like about a girl. Like I get that.
Yeah, they would
maybe
say
2 even, but like one lyric that was terrible was like my I'm trying to drown my sadness, but it learned how to swim.
I couldn't fucking agree more.
Oh my god. I was just like, you just didn't really want anyone to like read that before you just laid it down, did you?
See, like, and maybe it was because I came right after listening to Periphery 2 off this, which was an album that was so musically and lyrically great, that I just went to this and I was like, oh my god.
That's
like-
a bummer.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've gotten most of my parts. I will have to say this, though. If there's one maybe teeny tiny positive thing I can find out of this, it's that I'll give Rise credit. They could give bad bands a good producer.
Yeah, I'd compare this to like The Hangover and The Hangover 2. Like, if this were the first album, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. But like just like The Hangover 2, if The Hangover 2 came out first, people would be like, this movie's so cool. But it
And
came
then
out
if you
second.
do the same thing again,
It's just like, oh okay, it's like
we already saw this.
It's the same
we already
thing.
heard this.
yeah, it's like I don't know why I want to go out of my way because yeah, I've been there.
Very accurate metaphor.
Quite accurate. Yeah. Like, would you want to rate it?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I do want to bring up. I mean, I think I've stated my point. And is there
Yeah.
anything else you guys want to bring up?
I think we've hit it all.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm happy.
All right. I'll let you
content.
guys go first with your ratings. Luke?
I'd give it a 3. It's worth a download. I mean, it's not bad. It's worth a listen through. Some people might like it more than us, but I wouldn't just throw it out like and just be like, ah, this is terrible. Like it's worth a try.
I would. Anyways, Brian, go on.
Alright, yeah, not overly impressed, nothing different. Not horrible, but I would give it probably a 2 out of 5. I would stream it at least, give it a listen, give your own opinion, but not worth buying at this point.
All right. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say my opinion is drastically different from yours, because the fact that you both gave it above a 2 makes me angry. But, I mean, I've already stated my opinion. I personally really fucking hate this band. I hate that this is one of the first reviews that we have to go up, because now people are going to think I'm the cynical asshole when I'm not.
It was a good guess.
But it's just, with a band like this, we're doing a review for a metalcore album, a genre that's already kind of plagued by genericism.
It's saturated.
Yeah, it's very saturated. And when a band comes along like this and they don't do anything to try to change the game, not only that, but do it so terribly, it just doesn't get any pass from me. You guys get nothing from me. You can take your mopped up haircuts and go with Billy Brand at the Club Zoo and go fuck yourself.
With Steve.
But yeah, this is a fuck you if there ever was one for an album, and I hate to start off one of the first reviews with that, but I do got to be true to myself. I mean, like I said, I was listening to the album
Gotta
and
be true to my feelings.
I went through 3 songs and thought it was one song. But at least we got that burden off our shoulders, guys.
You got Sandusky.
Oh,
It happens. It happens.
oh my god, this album Sandusky me hard. Tickle my butthole for a little bit and then just spread their cheeks wide open.
Just redo the shower room.
I think we should wrap up here.
and that's where we leave off and abandon all ships, everybody. Let's never bring this band up again until, I'd say, probably a year we get another album. Woohoo.